to the channel, fool. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you like videos like this.
There are phenomena that are emerging from other dimensions that occasionally interface with this dimension of 3D space-time, and people will call them alien, but they're not. A lot of people will see something like that, and there is evidence for strange, like Stranger Things, right? And those can be from another dimension, but they're not extraterrestrial. An extraterrestrial biological entity is from another star system and planet. To go from point A to B, they are dropping out of linear space-time and traversing other dimensions. So some of the phenomenon that's extraterrestrial looks very, very close to something from another dimension.
Gresh never said extraterrestrial or alien, he said interdimensional. I think that that's incredibly important. They're not necessarily a biological entity from another planet.
In China only.
Police across the country are warning more criminals are using Apple AirTags to target their victims. It comes after two high-profile cases in Indiana and Ohio.
This is 26-year-old Galen Morris there. Police say she used the device to follow her cheating boyfriend out to a local bar. When she found 26-year-old Andre Smith there with another woman, police say she ran him over with her car 3 times and killed him. It's just one example of a growing and a dangerous trend. Heidi Moon was shot and killed in her own driveway by her ex-boyfriend. Her family tells me he used an Apple AirTag to follow her home.
Wow.
The good guy never wins. The guy who plays by the rules never wins. Cheaters win. The guy who works hard never makes it to the top. He stay at the bottom working hard till he dies. Nobody wants an honest person, but they want you to say you're honest. Nobody wants you coming in here saying, homie, you come to my company and we cheating and doing wrong and you're gonna be honest. Nobody likes the honest guy when we doing wrong.
Nice guys finish last.
Come on, homie. Nobody likes the guy on the job who does the job by the book, does the job by the rule. When he come around, we all, come on now. Yeah. It ain't what you know, it's who you know. The people didn't get to the top because they worked hard. They knew somebody that helped them get to the top, that opened a door for them. Hard work pays off. But it don't make you win. It just pays off. You gotta kind of do something extra.
Have you ever wondered how contradictory our society is?
What the hell? Oh my god, it's in there.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I can't even get it out. Oh my god!
That's a big piece.
Holy
Big piece of plastic.
Crap.
When I was 15 years old, I got exposed to an organization called the Brotherhood. And this group took me in and taught me how to use the law of attraction. And what that really is how to use your brain to act as a transmitter and receiver of frequency. And they taught me how to focus that to virtually attract into my life what I wanted. They told me that I could have, be, or do anything I wanted. But I did that and I made millions of dollars before I was 18. Andrew Carnegie, at the turn of the century, was the richest man in the world. And he hired a guy by the name of Napoleon Hill to study the rich people in the world, including Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Firestone, J.P. Morgan, all the super wealthy, and write a book about what is the secret. Well, he wrote a book in 1926 called The Law of Success in 16 Lessons. Henry Ford saw it, went crazy. Basically said, we don't want people to know the truth. So they got it pulled off the market. He edited it out, and now the watered-down version came out. And then the even more watered-down version was Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right, that was so watered down. So people bought that in the millions, and a very small percentage actually found it to cause them to be successful. there's a missing element. And so what I teach is I'll teach you what I learned from the Brotherhood. And quite frankly, these are the same techniques that members of Skull and Bones have learned from Yale University, the Bilderberg Group. Some people may be familiar with some of these organizations. The Power Elite, when you get to the highest level in Freemasonry, 33rd degree level of Freemasonry, these are secrets to, we call it manipulating energy. It's really just how to beam the frequency of your brain of what you want so that it will come into your life.
دي لها فلوس حقها هجيب لك فلوس
What you do?
فلوس
Falus what? Falus.
فلوس money
Why? I don't want your money.
فلوس ما
Don't piece of Einstein, bro.
Jesus is coming to rapture us before the 7-year tribulation, which we are on the eve of.
Yo. Hey, big respect to the pastor who performed an exorcism on the spot.
I remember we left and went far into the countryside. We came to a small hut, and he said this was where he got rich. He told me to go inside. I believed him, and we found an old woman inside. The man said she was the boss, but she was actually a witch. As soon as I saw her, she said, "I know why you're here." I was really scared, especially when she knew my name, Mifano, without me telling her. I was afraid. The woman said I could become rich or famous. Since I was already there, I listened to her. She told me that to get what I wanted, I had to sleep with my mother. But my mother had died 2 weeks ago. I asked how that was possible. She said I should dig up my mother's body and do what I have to do. Hearing this, I was terrified. I reached a point where I started thinking it was okay to do what the witch asked, even though my mother had died. I thought about how much I wanted to be like famous people, and felt I had to do anything. So I went back to the witch and agreed to do what she wanted. But to be honest, I don't know what powers were using me at that moment. She said I made a good choice and that I would become famous 2
Just
times.
wicked.
She gave me a horn with something inside. It was a small cloth with 7 needles, and she told me to keep it, saying it would be important later. She then told me to find 7 guys to help me dig up my mother's grave at 2 a.m., and then I should sleep with her. I went straight to my friends. Surprisingly, the friends I asked to help were very supportive and acted like what I was doing was normal.
Just a wicked story.
Late at night, the young men went to the graveyard. They dug up the grave. Scarily, Ramadan did what the witch told him to do with his mother, and his friends watched quietly and secretly. My mother had been in the grave for 2 weeks, but her body still seemed fresh when I did this awful thing. I felt like some unknown powers were controlling me. After I finished, we buried her again. It was strange to me that my friends watched it all as if it was normal, and I wondered if some power was controlling them too. They even asked me to introduce them to the witch. I left the graveyard feeling scared and full of regret for what I had done.
Hey, maybe this guy's working 2 jobs. You don't know. But sometimes you gotta mind your own business. He's just having his breakfast here, peacefully.
So you find it hard to believe that there are no photos of Beyond the Ice Wall anywhere on the internet. Well, let me show you the one photo that people do genuinely believe shows what is beyond the ice wall, and that is this one right here. This photo shows some sort of advanced civilization that has egg-like buildings right next to a bunch of healthy green vegetation, which is very close to the ice wall. I mean, look at how close that is. How is that even possible for all that to exist? And this is the same thing that Admiral Byrd said that he saw in like the year 1912 or something when he flew over by Antarctica. He said he saw green vegetation everywhere and he wasn't expecting it. People were absolutely mind blown when that image first came out, and many thought it could have been AI generated, but there were just too many pixels in the photo and no discrepancies anywhere. It looked like a real photo. Now, I've come into contact actually a few people who've said that they went beyond the ice wall, and one of them actually sent me 2 photos of what supposedly is over there, and he told me not to share it, but I can describe it. So one of them had some sort of ancient Greek pantheon on some green vegetation, and the other one just showed a sort of oasis right next to the ice wall. So there's that.
And then we take a pen and we write it on potato.
That's right.
This G210, hands down, has the best quality on potato that there is.
Alex Craig started PotatoParcel.com. The UNT grad says the idea came to him a few months ago.
I would say the 2 things that hold everybody back in life, it's fear and it's doubt. The fear of failure and the fear of wasting your time, and the doubt that you can actually achieve something big on a huge scale.
So now his computer is filling up with users ordering $10 potatoes with a custom message sent anonymously to whoever they want.
You know, what's really cool about this is that it takes me about 30 seconds to write on a potato.
It's a simple idea, and it's making money. Craig says he's clearing $10,000 a month since PotatoParcel.com launched in May. But at just age 24, Craig says it's kind of turned into something better than profit.
We've sent thousands of potatoes to people across the United States, and so in some sort of weird way, we've had an impact on somebody's life, even just for a split second, that they open their mail and they say, what the hell is this? And it's a potato. And suddenly, somebody in Dallas, Texas can have that impact on somebody's life.
This interview is 10 years old, but guess what? The company is still alive.
The Anunnaki, there's a lot of depictions of them that have been left behind, fortunately for us. So we can see they were really big people. They were mighty men. If you look at even Gilgamesh, for example, who was only half Anunnaki, every time you see a depiction of him, he's holding a full-grown male lion in his arms with one arm. He's yoking a lion, and he's standing up, and the lion's feet aren't even close to the ground. He was known as a big, big man. They called him a hero of old. They called him a savant. And so some of these beings, according to the estimates, could have been as much as 15, 20 feet tall. Real big people, massive people. Over time and through mating with humans, they began to get smaller. They said, let us make man in our image. That made it into the biblical text. It originates in the tablets. So they're making us in their image. They cultivated us to look like them. Not that we actually are a replica of them, but the similarities are striking. In other words, you can always tell the slight difference. Even in biblical texts, they have the Anak, that's the Anunnaki. It says in their eyes, we were grasshoppers in their eyesight in the Bible. So we're talking about big people.
All those ancient civilizations were giants. We're the smallest ones.
Back up. Yo, you gotta back up.
Yeah, I need to get out of here.
You're not gonna get out of here. The cops are gonna riot.
Are you going to kill me?
No, I'm not. Just chill out.
You have a knife.
Back up. I have a knife, yeah.
Let me get out
Just
of here.
stay here. Hey!
And now you wanna do something to me?
Hey! Can you come out? Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Yo! Hey, yo! Yo, we got an intruder, yo! Yo! An intruder! Yo, we got an intruder! Yo, it's a burglar, yo! Hey! Hey! What? Yo! Dude, what is...
There's people screaming there every night. I've heard it for myself. The city's trying to cover it up, trying to get everybody out of here because they know there's people in those things.
actually been what appear to be vampires or maybe werewolves caught on camera. And I'm talking humans changing into them and growing fangs. Right there, boom, on camera. Here, hi, I did it for you. I shit you not. So this gentleman is on TikTok, and he said that he was a vampire. And his followers said, no, you're not. No, you're not. Show us your fangs. I don't believe it, right? So he does. He shows his fangs, and he goes into a whole spiel about how fangs work and all this stuff. Just check it out. Check it out.
Let me explain something about fangs. This is the part of the video where everybody becomes a vampire expert, but those same people don't believe in vampires. Y'all humans are weird. Fangs are like your saliva. You don't salivate unless you smell food, you think about food, you about to eat some food. Fangs are the same way. Fangs are not meant to just pop out whenever. You know, this ain't True Blood. Like, stop with the movie. Stop with the movie, y'all. Don't stop thinking about all of that. When you force fangs out, it hurts, right? Because your body is not naturally opening up for the fangs to drop out. It's like if you guys were taking or trying to take and it's just not coming and you force that out, right? What happens after that? You guys will get hemorrhoids. Same thing. It's because your body wasn't naturally trying to push out. Y'all need to drink more water, by the way. Drink more water. Mind your business, drink some water. It's like lifting something that is too heavy for y'all to lift. What's gonna happen? You guys will pull a muscle. You know, you'll get a hernia. Same thing with fangs. Like right now, my gums hurt. And these are kind of pushing out a little too much. My teeth aren't supposed to pop out like that. That's too far. That's too far. What's another thing y'all were talking about in the comments? Oh, sunlight. Vampires been here way longer than humans, okay? I don't know which one of y'all started that rumor, but that's a rumor. It was a rumor made to make y'all feel safe. Sunlight. I'm in it right now. We gotta go to the store just like y'all, you know, like stores close at a certain time. I can't be waiting until nighttime to go shopping at the supermarket. You feel me? We just like y'all. We just like y'all. We just, you know, a little stronger. You know, drink blood. I like these questions though. Keep them coming. I like these questions. Oh, I'm like, you hear me slurring? I can't even talk right. My gums hurt. But keep these questions coming, you know. Oh, just so you know, I might not make it through this series. I've been getting the true death threats. True death is the death of a vampire. I don't know why they call it that, because we're not dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. And that's another thing. Why y'all? Don't let Dracula fool you. Don't let Dracula fool you. Anyway. Okay.
Weird, right? Well, it doesn't stop there. That's not the only video from this gentleman. Now he has another, in this next video, he has a comment that came through that said they're definitely retractable fangs. Like good job faking it, but they're definitely like fake retractable fangs that you have in your mouth. So he responds to this video by making another video of him opening his mouth and showing that he has nothing in his mouth. And then once again, growing his fangs. Watch. Very creepy, right? Like very creepy. Then it goes a little further with this guy. So somebody commented on that video, the one we just watched, and said, well, if you're really a vampire and those aren't retractable things, then let's see a picture of you from 100 years ago. And he said, okay, I got you. Watch.
Okay. I kind of feel like the more I show you, the more you guys won't believe me. But it's okay. I'm used to this now.
Okay, let's see.
That's me.
This is me in 1919, I believe. I was trying to be an actor. I've always been trying to make my way into film, even 100 years ago. I kind of switched over to screenwriting, as some of you might know, just because it's a hard industry to crack, you know. Back then, they didn't really allow too many black people in silent films, you know, so you really had to be animated to kind of let them know what you're capable of, you know. I look back at this picture now and I hate it, you know, like I feel like I'm pandering to a certain demographic so that I can fulfill my dreams. Yeah, I hate it. But yeah, that's me. That's me.
When he pulled that picture out, guys, that left me wondering. That's a good AI, because if that's real,
there's something they're not telling us that is so gnarly that they don't think people can handle it.
There are, different scenarios you could explore. For example, you ask, what could be so terrible that they can't tell us about it? Let's say these aliens, wherever they're from, made us, that we're a genetic experiment, that they created our religions, our religious figures, that we are an agricultural product, that somehow they harvest us, that our time is limited, that once the experiment's over, poof, we go away. I remember when there was a push back to have a designer universe, intelligent design universe in the schools, and I wrote a column about it, just said, hey, be careful what you wish for, because you might find out that the intelligent designer isn't God that you're thinking of. It might be some alien science project or something like that. You can imagine a lot of different things that would be really disturbing to people to come out. I don't know if that's the reason for the secrecy.
please let me go home in peace. Leave me alone.
Is anyone here?
Ooh, that Blackwater gave me anxiety. I don't know about you guys. And that's all for today, fam. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me. Smash that subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.